Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Summerdale.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sterling High School for tonight's Colonial Conference matchup featuring the Sterling Lady Knights going against the Haddon Township Hawks. Sterling coming in at 3-7, Haddon Township at 7-3. There you look at the Colonial Liberty standings. Haddonfield at the top 10-1, followed by Haddon Township 7-3. Then Haddon Heights at 8-5. Then West Epford, Sterling there again at 3-7, and Collingswood at 2-7. Let's take a look at both teams here. Sterling, fifth in the Colonial Liberty, as we just pointed out. Offensively, they're scoring 37 points a game, giving up 46 points a game. Their big scorer is Tatiana Johnson, averaging 9 points a game, followed by the freshman Mackenzie McDonald, 6, Bridget Dixon at 5 a game, and Tori Wilsey at 5. On the other side, Haddon Township at 7-3 is scoring 31 a game, giving up 27. Kaylee Armstrong averages 9 a game. Sarah Wiedemann averaging 6. Maggie Mulligan averaging 6 a game. And Sydney Farnham averaging 5 points a game. There you look at the game history. Sterling overall is 289 and 106. Haddon Township is 312 and 81. Haddon Township leads the series 11-7. They last won last year, 2020, and the one time they matched up. And then Sterling won in 2019. And our keys to the game, as always for Sterling, solid team defense. They've got to rebound, can't give up second chance opportunities, and limit the turnovers. And John, that's a big factor. Limit turnovers, giving yourself as many opportunities as you can. As we look at the two coaches there, Tom Mulligan on the left, has been at Haddon Township a long, long time, and Katie McDonald back here for her second stint at Sterling. Two highly respected coaches, not only in the Colonial Conference, but throughout South Jersey. Coach Tom Mulligan has won multiple Group 1 South Jersey championships. And just an outstanding coach for a long time. And you have Coach McDonald winning in 2016 as we look at our Sterling Knights getting together. And there's a look at my man John Hallwood. John, what do you think Sterling has to do in this game?
As you mentioned it, limit the turnovers. You saw them in the first game that they had, which against RV, they had 26 turnovers. They somehow came out with a win. Against a good Haddon Township team, turnovers are going to be a big mistake for Sterling, and you want to definitely limit that. A big player would likely come off the bench is Pelkak, who had a 2-game great run.
Haddon Township controls final home game of this regular season for the Lady Knights.
Sterling coming off a couple nice wins against RV and then Seneca.
Back-to-back wins, and they're playing well at the right time. Unfortunately, no playoffs to speak of this year.
Nah. Starting off in that man defense right there. And Haddon Township will wear you down. They'll run that half-court set until they get somebody open.
Missed there by Wiedemann. Here comes Sterling the other way. Wilsey up ahead of the pack. Wilsey lays it up and in for the game's first bucket.
Well, a good start, and on the fast break, another real nice pass by Bridget Dixon. hitting Wilsey in stride.
Turnover in transition for Haddon Township, and they give it right back to Sterling.
Township already making their first mistake.
Looking for Franklin down low up top. Johnson fakes the three, goes inside, looking for McDonald for two. Strong move by Mackenzie McDonald. Nice assist from Todd Johnson.
Yeah, she's real strong going up, down in the low post. It's, you say, especially for a freshman, being able to handle the physical part of playing down in the low post. That doesn't always happen with a younger player.
Well, backwards scenario here this afternoon as varsity starting first. JV will follow. Nice drive to the hoop. Sydney Farnham for her first bucket. The senior cuts the lead in half.
And that's a good quick first step by Farnham. We've seen her in soccer for Haddon Township. A good all-around athlete, but a real nice quick first step against Tatiana Johnson, who's usually a pretty reliable defender.
Todd Johnson on the give and go from Franklin. Puts up a wild shot, corralled by Farnham on the rebound. And here come the Hawks with Armstrong. Farnham for three, leaves it short. And it goes off of Farnham, and it will stay red basketball, even though Farnham was retreating the other way. I think that was a surprise to her.
It's gonna say Township ball.
And off of, I believe, her foot. She was retreating the other way. I think she thought it was off of her, but nonetheless. Aaron's shot there, taken by Franklin. And Sterling leading by two in the final regular season home game of this 2021 season. Franklin almost walks.
Wow.
Got away with that one.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe Kayla Franklin was your top scorer in the last game against Collingswood.
Freshman Dixon throws up a wild shot, gets her own rebound, and 0 for 2 so far is the freshman Bridget Dixon. Bright future ahead for her. Long three ball for Armstrong is good. First lead of the night for Haddon Township, 5-4.
Well, if Armstrong can hit the three and bring the defenders out to respect the perimeter, it's really going to open things up down low for Haddon Township there in a half-court set.
Only the fifth three-pointer of the season for Sydney Farnham. Sterling basketball. Farnham coming in averaging 13 points a game. But their leading scorer is number 2, Kaylee Armstrong. Excuse me, that's Armstrong on the three. My mistake. That is her 13th three-pointer of the season.
It's going to be a foul, I think, on Bridget Dixon. No, it's not. It's going to be on Kayla Franklin.
Sterling definitely playing with some confidence, especially after the win against RV. Program that's had a lot of success over the years, and we've played them in that South Jersey Coaches Tournament. I don't know if it's been real recent that we played them, but I remember back in 2012, 2013, played them every year.
Always a real tough contest. It was a great game the other day against RV. The girls played really, really well, and Julesy, you were watching from home and got a chance to see that RV team. What stood out to you the most that Sterling did well?
Well, they defend it, definitely defend it well. And with RV, a lot of times they'll have basketball players, but also all-around athletes. And they run the floor quickly. They can do a lot of things to get up on you in a hurry. And I don't feel like Sterling ever let them have that happen.
Armstrong misses the front end. And now misses both. Franklin battling for the rebound, and Farnham gets better of it.
And again, we go back to not letting Township getting these second chances. Sterling just needs to really stop that from happening. But you see right there, Township gets a basket because of that.
And that's a real nice job getting the ball into Mulligan, who obviously has a decided height advantage, but the pass was right to the right spot where she could turn and use her momentum to get to the basket.
Mulligan, the senior, one of 3 Mulligans on this team. It's similar to what we saw on Saturday with 3 Johnsons and 2 Franklins on the court at the same time. That was pretty interesting.
Don't forget
Wilsey off glass and in. She called off. And I wish we had audio replay of that. She said off and then banked it in and said, okay, all right, that'll work.
Doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they go in.
One of those ones where you're saying, as a coach, sometimes this happens. What do you do? Okay, great shot. Get back on defense. There you go.
Well, that's where Sterling struggled in games where they've really not been able to get anything going offensively. They just haven't been able to hit from the outside. And teams just collapse down in the low post, and it just makes things difficult to run your offense.
Wilsey with 5 of Sterling's 7 points so far. Off just the way you planned it, 3-pointer from Tori Wilsey.
her face reaction, she was totally shocked that it even went in herself.
Tori Wilsey hitting 28% from three-point range, believe it or not, this year. 3rd on the team. Armstrong, floater's short. Rebound to Franklin. And a fast-moving first quarter here. All tied up at 7. Todd Johnson with a step and a move, leaves it short. Rebound down low to Mulligan.
Yeah, Mulligan, we saw her get that pass and lay it up, go strong on the offensive end, but she's definitely a presence down low on the defensive end, and Sterling struggled going against her in some of those drives to the basket.
Wilsey up top. Sterling still with their starting 5 in the game. Neither team has gone to their bench so far. 100 seconds remaining in the first. Top Farnham.
One thing Haddon Township does is they get you moving from a defensive standpoint, that half-court set, and you find yourself chasing, and they can wear you down defensively. Even in a game that really hasn't been a fast, full-court game, sometimes where you really wear your legs down, Haddon Township can do it to you, even in the half-court set.
They're going to get, I believe, Mackenzie McDonald on the foul. And they do. And Coach McDonald does not like the call. That was a help defense coming over. Team's 3rd foul. And now Coach is going to get an explanation. Unfortunate foul there. But good defense and a travel on Armstrong. Gives the ball right back to Sterling with just over a minute to go in the first.
Well, he had the foul, but other than that, good job by Sterling in that half-court set. They didn't allow Haddon Township to wear them down and find that one window of opportunity where they get you out of position.
3 from McDonald off the back of the iron. No good, and will be Township basketball. First time we've seen her fire up a 3 in, I think, all season. But you're going to give it to her. She hits it, then you got to respect it.
Yeah, you've got to take it because, like I said, if you can hit from the outside, that's going to open up some room down in the low post where it's tough to come by with what Township has on the defensive end down low.
They're going to get Wilsey on the foul. Our first, team's 4th. 34 seconds remaining as it sends Armstrong to the line. Second trip to the line. Each trip has come up empty for Armstrong. 0 for 3 from the line, averaging 9 a game. Finally gets one to fall. Does Armstrong, gives Haddon Township a 1-point lead. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Johnson looking for some options. Looking down low for McDonald. Good defense by Sydney Farnham on Mackenzie McDonald. 10 seconds. Todd Johnson, triple teamed, back out to Wilsey for a long two is good. Tori Wilsey with 7 points. And Sterling is going to need those, every single one of Tori Wilsey's 7 points to take a 9-8 lead into the second.
And Rob, I think the big thing is now Wilsey hitting the outside shot, like I was saying, is going to force them to defend the perimeter.
9-8 Sterling, thanks to 7 points from Tori Wilsey. We'll break down the first, come back with the second right after this.
The Colonial Conference has always prided itself
on the tightly wound threads that extend through our communities that we represent.
For decades, these threads have created a bond, unlike any other in high school athletics.
And it is during times of adversity and injustice,
such as what we currently face,
that our Colonial Conference commitment to doing what is right
and promoting the fundamental concepts of respect.
We call on all of those who represent
the Colonial Conference
to continue to strive for unity and equality.
Welcome back to Sterling High School. Rob Strauss, John Hallwood, Kevin Schulz back after a real quick 2-game absence there. He's back to the table. Glad to join us here on YouTube and Channel 19 and then everywhere. Great game so far, guys. Sterling hanging with this Haddon Township Hawks season.
Look at our cutouts right there. But yeah, I mean, one thing about Sterling is they went on a run, a 3-game stretch, or 3 out of 4 games where they played a couple of the top teams in South Jersey. We were talking about Bishop Eustis and Haddonfield twice. And I think the thing that was impressive in those games, you talk about gaining something and losses, Sterling came back and played much better in the second half in each one of those games. And I think it's really carried over to what they've been able to do later in the season, especially in these last couple games.
One change onto the court for Sterling. Mackenzie McDonald out. The big producer out of the bench, off the bench rather, is Raina Pelkak. Has had really, really good games, 8 points apiece, I think, in the last 2 games. Coming off the bench has been a real nice energy spark offensively for Sterling.
One of those players that comes off the bench and has an impact, whether it be on the offensive end, as you're talking about, Rob, or at times getting a steal, getting a key rebound, or doing something on the defensive end.
Maggie Mulligan, the sophomore, her first bucket of the game, so Coach Mulligan going to the bench as well and getting some bit scoring from his bench. And just on the offensive side, we talk about Raina Pelkak coming off the bench. Jasmine Johnson on the defensive end has really made an impact as well.
Absolutely, another difference maker who can really hound the perimeter.
Just a force to reckon with, and you see her dive everywhere. Goes for the ball, gives her 110% in every single play.
Township with a 10-9 lead, stripped away by Todd Johnson. Good job by Todd Johnson to stick that right hand in there to deflect it away from Farnham.
And you see a nice shot, nice job going up with the left hand.
See head coach Tom Mulligan under the helm of this Haddon Township girls squad for quite some time. Also the head girls tennis coach as well. Wilsey up ahead, off the window, and in. Wilsey leading the way with 9 points to lead all scorers.
Yeah, Tori Wilsey doing everything, hitting it from the outside and getting ahead on that fast break. And again, a real nice pass by Bridget Dixon. And Tori Wilsey does a great job finishing on that fast break.
Back-to-back buckets for Maggie Mulligan off the bench for the Lady Hawks. And Township retakes the lead, 12-11.
And that's something Sterling has to do on that with that help defense coming over. Haddon Township's got some easy baskets in the last couple minutes, and Sterling really has to come over and make it a little bit harder for them on those drives to the basket.
Dixon's going to take a 3 from the top. Almost got it to drop. Just hit the back of the iron. And now here come the Hawks in transition. Almost a walk.
Almost a walk.
Another long 3 by Armstrong. No good. And Dixon lets it go as going into the bench hard was Maggie Mulligan. Might have ran into some of our cardboard cutouts. Either that or actual fans.
Well, she bounced back up, so that's obviously a good sign.
Maybe we should get a doctor, for those cutouts.
5 minutes remaining, almost in the half. Sterling trailing by 1, and now Township takes it away. Again in transition, here comes Farnham all the way. Strong off the glass and in for Sydney Farnham. She has 4.
Boy, that's a nice job getting the ball in stride and laying it right up, and she had 2 defenders right on her tail.
Dixon loses the handle and goes off of Armstrong. Stay Sterling basketball as Jasmine Johnson going to check into the game for Tori Wilsey.
With Farnham, she's able to get ahead of the pack. And Rob, that's an area where, I believe it was the Bishop Eustis game, we struggled. They were getting too many fast breaks. They were allowing them to get ahead of the pack on the fast break.
McDonald fouled as she got her own rebound, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. First foul against Haddon Township. They will get Molly Walsh, the senior, on the personal foul. 2 shots on the way for McDonald.
Kenzie McDonald making her drives to the basket or her opportunities count with either a basket or usually getting to the free throw line.
Empty trip to the line for Sterling. That could have given Sterling within 1. Mulligan again, not this time.
And that's a great job defending again on for Sterling by Mackenzie McDonald. That's what I talked about. Make things difficult for them in those drives to the basket.
Dixon knifes through the Haddon Township defense, draws the contact, and she will go to the line. They get Wiedemann on the foul, her first, team second.
Just a great job looking for the contact and almost getting the shot to go in.
Well, nice job slicing through there. And it looks like each player out on the floor is taking upon themselves to find a way to create some offense. Again, that was an area where Sterling has really had some struggles leading up to Friday's game.
Dixon knocks them both down in a hurry. She wanted to get that ball in her hands as quickly as possible. I've never seen somebody shoot free throws that quick. I don't even think the officials were ready for her to shoot the free throw. 3 ball, short by Walsh. Dixon with under 4 to play here in the half. Sterling trailing by 1. They won the first quarter. McDonald gets her own rebound, in some trouble, loses it. Mackenzie McDonald goes to the floor and retreats back on defense.
And a good job getting back on defense. You had Johnson on the far side and Tatiana Johnson on the near side, not allowing Farnham and Armstrong to get ahead of the pack as they did the previous times.
It's a fast-moving first half. That's a kiss of death, though. Just about 3 minutes remaining. Haddon Township leading Sterling 14-13 on a game that was supposed to be played at the normally scheduled time at 5:30, but they moved some things around. 3 ball is good from Molly Walsh.
Township is able to shoot those threes, not from Armstrong, now also from Walsh.
Just her 5th three-pointer of the season.
Well, you run the half-court set, get caught up with some picks and screens, and Sterling just was collapsing down, and she was wide open on the perimeter, and that's a shot. Plenty of time to take, set the feet and fire away.
Franklin leaves it short, had her foot on the line, with Jasmine Johnson tormenting Farnham, and then wisely backs away.
Jasmine Johnson, again, just a big defensive threat against Township. Township's going to have a hard time trying to get past Jasmine Johnson.
Again, the JV game will follow this game. Role reversal. Also have a time change for tomorrow's boys game, which we'll have here on Channel 19. That is now a 4 o'clock varsity start. Varsity will go first. I do not believe they have a JV, so it's just varsity only, 4 o'clock. We'll have that for you on Channel 19. McDonald She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Third team foul on Haddon Township. With 100 seconds remaining. They get Molly Walsh with her second. Jasmine Johnson inbound. To her sister Tatiana. Nice cut by Bridget Dixon. Tries to knife through and left that little short. And it's going to be an a loose ball foul on Mackenzie McDonald.
Yeah, Dixon,
her second, team's fifth.
What a great pass, though, by Tatiana Johnson, and Dixon ran into some traffic there. And that's what we talked about, how Mulligan is just such a force down there to be reckoned with in the low post from the defensive end.
I think if Dixon were able to get just a little bit of glass on that, she might have been able to spin that one in.
Yeah.
But she
ran
ran in
a bad angle.
Yeah.
If you're going to back it off.
She ran into two girls that are about twice her size, unfortunately for her. New camera angle for us here on this three-point miss by Armstrong. Experimenting with a lot of different things with our new fancy pants equipment that we have here.
Always experiment.
45 seconds left in the half. Sterling trailing by 4. McDonald looking for Johnson, who's now triple teamed, goes to the floor, and they're going to call jump ball, and it will be possession now favoring the Hawks with 41.1 remaining. Mackenzie McDonald is going to take a seat with her 2 fouls, and Leilani Franklin going to check into the game for Sterling.
At this point, you have to think Township's going to take it down to the last second shot, barring any wide open opportunity for a drive to the basket.
Almost got the 5-second call. Leilani Franklin working against Lauren Mulligan. 15 seconds remaining. Wiedemann working against the freshman Dixon, and Sterling comes down with a rebound and a chance for a final shot. Dixon behind the back, 3 seconds, launches it up, doesn't think she has that much time. I think she looked at the clock halfway in the air and realized how much time she actually had. Tried to give it to Franklin, no dice. Sterling hanging tough with the Hawks here, 17-13. We'll get off to a quick break, come back with second half action right after this.
Oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
Why are you such a loser? Why am I such a loser. No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
With the COVID pandemic still going on, limiting the attendance of the people in the bleachers we sit in, we need a way to help bring the sports to them. This is where we come in. Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
And welcome back to Sterling High School. Haddon Township leading the Lady Knights here at the half, 17-13. In a really, really good game. Sterling was outscored in that second quarter 9-4, but they led after the first. As we take a look at our leading scorers from each team, Tori Wilsey, a great first half, and Haddon Township spreading the scoring around, but really the story's been for Sterling, Tori Wilsey.
Yeah, she's been hitting from the outside, had a three, had an outside jumper, and just as she's been doing all year, does a good job leading that fast break and finishing, and nice pass from Dixon on a couple of occasions. But, yeah, Rob, in the second quarter, Sterling wasn't able to score, and look on the other side, Armstrong with 4. You can't get more balanced scoring than you see there from Haddon Township.
Take a look at some of the points from Tori Wilsey here this afternoon. Look at this baseball pass. Her brother would be proud of that. It's a 40-yard pass and completion. I love that shot because if we actually get a chance to go back and look at her three-pointer, you could see her, if you watch Tori put up that three, and she's standing right in front of me. She can't hear me. Yeah. But you know that she said off. I heard it.
Yeah.
But she followed it, and it went in, but it's 3 on the stat sheet.
I like how at the end she's like, oh, okay. It's not the end. Like, okay, went in.
She didn't say off. She was saying good shot. She was following her shot because she was going to help out with the returning of the ball. I don't know. She's come back to play defense or something. Is that what we're supposed to go with?
Aggressive defense? No, Sterling playing a full aggressive defense.
A great job by Tori Wilsey so far. 9 points, leading the way of all scorers. A three-pointer on the way from Mulligan is good. Haddon Township not afraid to shoot from outside. And Lauren Mulligan has 5.
Yeah, and a nice job by Wiedemann coming across there, really drawing the defenders in and seeing that there was a kick-out opportunity to Mulligan on the outside, and she drained it.
Have they missed a 3?
They may have missed 1 in that first half. Yeah. Smart move there by Kayla Franklin to not go over the back and commit the foul there. Knew she was out of position defensively. Sterling trailing by 7 now. 6:30 remaining in the half. Or in the third quarter, rather. Getting ahead of myself.
Well, after the three-pointer on the initial trip down the floor, Haddon Township right now really content to be patient in their half-court set.
Farnham gives it up. And now patient set here by Haddon Township. Just passing around the perimeter, waiting for their open look.
Yeah, everybody on the court's touched the ball a couple times. A lot of passing without a dribble.
Fake 3, and now they back it out again. Here's Armstrong. Mulligan. Looking down low, almost too tall for Maggie Mulligan, and will be Sterling basketball. It's a little too high.
Yeah, good job by Sterling. You know, there was one point, I thought they got him out of position. Farnham tried to go down an opening and drive, but they did a good job stripping the ball from her.
Same starting 5 out on the floor for Sterling. Dixon. Corner for an open Todd Johnson. Off the back of the iron. Looked like that was going to drop for a split second.
And
unlucky.
That's how you're going to beat them, with those diagonal looks, and that was a great diagonal look by Dixon to Tatiana Johnson.
Wiedemann leaves it short. Offensive rebound by the Hawks, and now a 3 that may have been blocked. But Franklin comes up with the rebound.
Again, Sterling's got to limit Township to second chances right here. And that could have been a big turnover. Also, one of our big facts right there, key facts, is turnovers. And again, we talked about the RV game. Sterling coming with 26 turnovers, still able to win that game. I mean, you'll take it as it is, but it's against the Township. You do not want to give away 26 turnovers.
3 from Dixon. Almost drops. Unlucky there again on back-to-back trips down the floor for Sterling. I still can't get used to the referees not touching the ball. It was bizarre. When that ball went out of play, everybody avoided it. Except for Wilsey, who kind of flicked it up with her foot to her, by, being a soccer player, that's what you do. Hopefully next year, timeout on the floor, 30 seconds timeout Sterling, but hopefully next year we get back to some sort of normalcy, where we can get the fans back in the stands, but I think the coaches and the officials and the state has done a great job even allowing the season to happen from a fall standpoint, a winter standpoint. It's been just great for these kids. They need an outlet.
No question, Rob, especially when we went to the indoors. I mean, that's when you thought there were going to be some issues, but they've really done what they had to do to get the season in, because in the summertime it was looking bleak that we would even have a season. I mean, people didn't think we'd have a fall season. You had that, and you thought that the indoor sports would be a real challenge, but kudos to everybody who's been involved, whether it be coaches, players. I know Scott Manlove, our first-year athletic director, is just doing everything he needs to do. He's just really doing a stellar job. And coming in, like we always say, having this be your first year as an athletic director, which is a challenging position.
You can get
to
through
begin
any year.
with. Right.
If you can get through that, that's what you took the words right out of my mouth. If you can get through this year as a teacher, coach, student athlete, you can get through really anything. I think that's the message to really anybody at this point in time. Is it's been a tough year, coming up on almost a full year now in this COVID-19 era.
Oh, yeah.
Moving forward, we will all appreciate normalcy much more.
Phillies are going to allow, I think they said 5,000 fans.
I thought I heard 8,000.
8,000? That's even better.
Yeah, and that might even improve as the vaccinations increase.
Yep. I would go to a Phillies game hands down right now, without a doubt.
I think I'd rather go to a Yankees game.
Mr. K's ready to run out of the truck right now. Stay right there, Mr. K. We have a broadcast.
Steal from Tori Wilsey. Wilsey being hounded from behind as it's stripped away by Armstrong. I don't think Wilsey felt the pressure coming up from behind her and just kind of lost the handle and fell right in the hands of Kaylee Armstrong, the junior, who has 4 points this evening.
Well, Township played the way they need to play with a 7-point lead, and this is almost like a double-digit lead with the way Sterling's struggling to score points, and Haddon Township is just patient and playing like they need to play with this lead with 2:40 left in his third quarter.
Sterling still yet to score in this quarter. The floater is no good, goes off of Franklin out of bounds. That's unlucky for Sterling, because there was 3 players underneath the basket wearing white, and none of them came up with the ball.
And that's a tough break, because one thing Sterling's gotten better on in this game is having that help defense come over and defend on those drives in the basket. You saw that right there, really making it difficult for Haddon Township on the drive to the basket.
The way I look at this is you are a big bucket and a defensive steal in transition away from making this a 1-point game.
Yeah, but offense has just been so hard to come by for Sterling.
Not used to what we saw in the last couple games.
Yeah.
Put up 55 against RV.
Yeah.
And Dixon throws it away looking for Franklin down low with 2:09 left to go in the third.
And you could see one thing Township's done in this second half. Tori Wilsey had gotten ahead of the pack. You had those passes where Dixon's like running up the floor. She's able to get the ball to Wilsey. They always have somebody with her, and they're not allowing her to release by herself to get those fast break points.
2 minutes remaining. Township leading by a touchdown. But like you said, Shulzy, I think points are going to be at a premium this entire game. When it's 20-13, you're nearly 3/4 of the way through the game. It's going to be tough. Not impossible, but tough.
Sterling surely does have a mountain to climb.
And a traveling violation. Maybe it's a break they need, but they need to convert off of these Haddon Township turnovers. If they want to get back into this game. Sterling shooting 25% in that first half. Johnson with the first bucket of the game and of the quarter for Sterling. And Sterling within 5.
Now, one thing Tatiana Johnson's done is when they get at times, when they get in offensive droughts, she's definitely been the one who's broken them more often than not.
McDonald fouls Mulligan. McDonald's third, team's first.
And you see Johnson in traffic going right at Mulligan.
First trip to the line for Maggie Mulligan tonight. No problems there for Maggie Mulligan, the sophomore.
And that was a good foul by Mackenzie McDonald. Just like I said, if they get a little bit ahead of you, make it difficult for them in those drives at the basket. Something I didn't feel like Sterling was doing as much throughout that first half at points.
One of 4 Mulligans on this team. Maggie Mulligan just converted those 2 free throws. You have Kara Mulligan, a freshman, and then a pair of seniors in Kara Mulligan again and Lauren Mulligan. Jasmine Johnson for 2.
That was a quick 2.
Yeah, and getting the ball up the floor quick and real good ball movement and getting Haddon Township out of position at defensive end. Something that doesn't happen that often, but they were able to do it and get Johnson wide open.
Still a 5-point Haddon Township lead. 30 seconds remaining in the third. It's that aggressive defense from Jasmine Johnson. She's all over the court. She's being stuck to Kaylee Armstrong, the junior. Johnson just briefly looked away from Sydney Farnham, and that's all she needed to burn past her.
And that's a veteran move from Farnham, sensing that little window of opportunity. Boy, she took advantage of it and went in strong off the boards.
Todd Johnson at the buzzer. That shot will not count, didn't go anyway, but it's a 7-point Haddon Township lead. See the jumper there by Jasmine Johnson, her first of the game. 24-17, Hawks lead it going into the fourth. We're back right after this. Back here at Sterling High School, Hawks lead it by 7 as we enter the fourth quarter. It will be Haddon Township basketball.
The foot camera.
Yeah, I like this. This is nice.
Quick, can I give a quick trivia question?
Yeah, go.
Okay, guys, got to answer within 5 seconds. How many cameras do we have? Mr. K knows the answer.
8.
Okay, Mr. K, I heard 8 from
10.
Mr. Strauss and 10. Okay, we'll verify that answer. I have no idea. So I just put you
Say
guys.
9, split the difference.
10,
Wiggles.
John Hallwood. Johnny
Wow.
Wiggles still.
I don't think we have this many
Doing
for
it.
football. It's a record as Sarah Wiedemann gets her first bucket. So Township really spreading the ball around scoring-wise. 6 different players have scored tonight for the Lady Hawks.
Well, first we saw Farnham, then Wiedemann taking advantage of seeing that little opening. Boy, what a quick first step in going to the basket by Wiedemann.
Largest lead of the night for the Hawks at 9. Franklin is fouled as she drives to the hoop.
There we see Wiedemann finishing off.
First foul of the second half.
Her father is Paul Wiedemann, the coach of the Haddonfield boys team, an outstanding coach.
It's going to make for an awkward household.
Well, you look, she's a younger player, but, you know, a situation like that where you have good enough court sense just to see that opening and just taking advantage of it in a split second. And you always say you're going to benefit from being the daughter of a coach.
Yeah.
Right there.
I guess it's kind of like my household with my wife being employed by Highland High School. Sterling played Highland a bunch of times. It made for an awkward household for a little while. Made it weird. But good conversation nonetheless.
And that was a big basket that we saw because you felt like Sterling was cutting into the lead finally.
All three Johnson sisters are on the court, not to mention.
3 balls short. Rebound to Jasmine Johnson. Looking to run. Now Sterling getting back. Offensively looking to set it up in need of some offense here, trailing by 8. In a very, very fast-moving game. This game's only about 40 minutes old. Foul down low.
Yeah, a real battle going on there between, you had Tatiana Johnson in the low post and a couple defenders from Haddon Township.
Yeah, Molly Walsh with her 3rd foul, so that is going to force Coach Tom Mulligan to the bench. And a timeout on the floor. 6:18 remaining here in the 4th. Again, glad you joined us here on Channel 19 and YouTube. Rob Strauss, John Hallwood, and Kevin Schulz. Get yourself a copy of this event, any event featured here on Channel 19. Just $20 and a little bit for mailing. Contact us at the info on your screen. Mr. K he likes to gift wrap these and put them in a nice bag with some snacks and some treats.
That's right. Always the snacks and the treats.
Personal messages, signed 8x10s, however, whatever you want to, whatever you feel like, you know, thrown in there. Next game is going to be this time tomorrow as the boys take the court and to finish out the regular season. They are going to play Mr. Behringer's, Coach Behringer's alma mater in Woodbury, a team he had a ton of success with in the last several years. And that should be a great game. Note the start time, 4 o'clock start time. It is a varsity-only start here on Channel 19, and that is breaking news. So don't tune in at 5:30. I mean, you can, but you have to go and watch the replay.
Well, if it's breaking news, doesn't have that special ring.
Yeah, we don't have a breaking news sounder. We have 10 cameras, but we don't have a breaking news sounder. 2 minutes elapsed here in this 4th quarter. Township in no rush here to get a scoring opportunity. They're going to wait and just be patient, wait for an open shot here, wait for their...
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a mountain for Sterling to climb, with it being so tough for them to create offense, to be down by 8 points with over 5 minutes remaining.
Not to be outdone, Sterling, we mentioned Haddon Township spreading the scoring around. Sterling has spread the scoring around at 6 players as well. But just Haddon Township has just had better conversions. And that's really what it comes down to.
And you say, geez, teams aren't able to create offense. I think it has a lot to do with the way both teams are playing defensively, and especially away from the ball. You saw that foul down low against Tatiana Johnson. Just tells you how physical things have been away from the ball, especially in the low post.
Farnham off the screen, over to Mulligan.
That's what Haddon Township's just been doing, it's just that constant screen.
Time is just absolutely whisking away here. And they're going to get Jacinia Johnson with the push there, her first, team second. Timeout Sterling. So we mentioned how many cameras we have here. Here's how many we have. One,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10.
Hey!
All right.
10 cameras.
John nailed it. You knew that beforehand, didn't you, John?
Yeah, because ironically,
John.
he works camera. So that's suspect.
What are you doing, John? But we always something new and exciting from Mr. K.
I know he's got a lot of drone footage as well.
High above.
Yep. It's a shame we can't use that really, for the anything outdoors.
For football.
Yeah,
football.
oh my goodness.
I think he's working on that.
That would be
a work in progress.
What we got to get is the camera on the wires. We need. We got to find a way to make that happen. We'll put Andrew Kane, the associate producer, on that one. Foul is on Kayla Franklin, her second, team's third. Mulligan to the line. She's been confident from the free throw line. 3 in a row for Maggie Mulligan, right on her average at 7 a game.
Yeah, they're going to finish this game off from the free throw line because I'm sure Sterling is going to definitely have to foul at this point. A little earlier, game where points are hard to come by. You might have to start the fouling a little earlier than you normally would.
Only 3 team fouls. This has been relatively foul-free. Todd Johnson's too strong. Ball bouncing around, finally corralled by Haddon Township.
And I think she was almost surprised how much room she had there. Very few times have you seen that much of an open opportunity driving right down the middle.
Todd Johnson, as well as Leilani Franklin, nominated to the homecoming court. So congratulations to those 2 young ladies. They get Todd Johnson on the foul, her second, team's 4th.
Well, Strong trying to trap, doing a good job trying to force the issue here. That's what you have to do. Because like I said, you wouldn't normally do it at the 4-minute mark, even with a 9-point deficit. But this is a little different here. This is almost like a double-digit deficit.
Sterling gets the break they need. They need some points, and they need it quickly. Trailing by 9. Spin move by Johnson is deflected. Good block by Township. This might go down on record, guys, as being one of the fastest basketball games I think we've ever done. Johnson, no good. Rebound to Franklin, puts it up. Still can't get it to drop, gets her own rebound and put back. Kayla Franklin, her first field goal of the night.
Yeah.
She has 3.
And what a great job just sticking with it against a team that defends very well in the low post. That's an outstanding job by Franklin.
Drive to the hoop by Mulligan is no good. That's one she might want back. That would have made it a 9-point game with under 3 to go. Instead, Sterling a chance to cut it within 4.
Well, that's a good job of the help defense coming over and forcing her to play a little fast on that. A little hard off the glass.
Jacinia Johnson deflected away by Farnham, looking for Mackenzie McDonald.
Yeah, that's a real nice play by Farnham. As we look at Franklin right here with a couple different opportunities, getting up over everybody and finishing.
Todd Johnson working against Lauren Mulligan. Will fake, baseline drive. Kicks it back out. Jacinia Johnson for 3. In and out, no good. How many times have we seen that happen tonight?
Yeah, and that would have been the one you needed, definitely.
Here comes that defense. That suffocating defense from Jasmine Johnson.
Yeah,
she is everywhere. Comes a double team. And again, Haddon Township in no rush offensively here as the clock approaches 2 minutes.
Force she out there, yeah, they're going to have her, they want her to foul her.
7-point Sterling deficit. Trying to create a turnover.
Yeah,
they just can't.
Yeah,
Armstrong finally has an open lane and then just backs it out. Here comes a steal by Todd Johnson.
Well, it worked.
Jacinia Johnson, back to Todd Johnson. 90 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Jacinia Johnson for three, leaves it short. Rebound to Maggie Mulligan. Mulligan heard her coach say, back it out, and they do.
Now they got to get out and foul somebody down by 7. There you go.
Foul by Jasmine Johnson, her first, team's fifth, but still 2 more fouls to give before you get into the bonus. Sterling going to make wholesale substitutions as the Johnson sisters are going to come out. Dixon, Franklin, and Wilsey going to check into the game.
And they got the opportunity with the turnover, just weren't able to convert down the other end.
Timeout going to be on for Township.
Well, this is Township's game to finish off at the free throw line. No doubt about it.
They are, if my math is correct, 4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, so they're
not a lot of points to really be had anywhere tonight. Even though the teams have done a pretty good job. And where's that? We talked about the camera angles. I want this. This is our drone shot. Obviously, this is where the football field, this is the practice field that you're looking at right now.
Snow.
And under a blanket of snow, mind you. But a really, really cool look.
Oh, it's just unbelievable what you can do.
Makes the school look so big.
Yeah. The one I liked was he did one, Mr. Cat, I think it was at Kirkwood Lake you did it when it went down, or Laurel Springs Lake, the lake in Laurel Springs. Boy, it was just some awesome footage.
Yeah. It's really cool to see, and it'd be great if we can get that for the outdoor events like soccer and football and field hockey and
our little Goodyear blimp, right?
Imagine baseball following a home run ball over the fence. Are you kidding me?
That'd be quite good to watch.
Township to inbound. And a missed layup by Mulligan, but gets her own rebound and puts it back. Maggie Mulligan, her first field goal since the second quarter. She has 11 points tonight.
Great job by the freshman, sticking with it.
Check that, 9 points tonight as Wilsey gets the offensive board, can't put the ball back inside. Wilsey on the floor, and it's going to be Sterling basketball on the possession arrow, 44.2. And a 9-point deficit for the Lady Knights.
Great job by Wiedemann there. Just, again, sticking with it, getting her own rebound.
Jacinia Johnson, short. Dixon, a long 2, no good. Rebound to Johnson. Hits the bottom of the backboard, and Haddon Township comes up with the rebound, but gives it right back to Sterling. Johnson looking. Finds Dixon. Dixon loses the handle on the floor again. Whose ball? Who wants it? Wilsey with a hard foul.
Yeah,
Wilsey,
well,
and I think Coach Mulligan wanted intentional on that.
That last sequence, there you go. That last sequence kind of summed up how this game's been with the physical nature. We talked about how tough it's been with the battles away from the ball. And 2 teams playing hard, and Sterling going to come up on the short end of this game.
5-second violation. Good defense there by Leilani Franklin to force a turnover. 18.6 remaining in the fourth. Sterling in need of points, and they need it quick. 15 to go. McDonald, too strong off the glass. Everybody battling for the rebound. Franklin puts it up, can't get that one to fall. And that's really been the story here all night tonight. Sterling had some really good looks at three-pointers, went in and out, and they are not going to come away with this one. They've won 2 out of 3, though. 2 really good wins against Collingswood and RV, but just Haddon Township, a little too much to handle here tonight as they lose by 9.
Yeah, guys, you played good defense. John looked at the keys of the game. One of them was take care of the ball, and for the most part, they did a good job of that. But Rob, you said it. Boy, if you don't hit from the outside, it's going to make things that much more difficult, and that's a big reason why you saw the 9-point deficit.
How about this? How about a combined 5 points in the fourth quarter between these two teams?
Yeah.
And you said it when the deficit was, I believe, 6 or 7.
It's like a double-digit deficit.
Yeah, and you noticed it so early on. That's good work by you. But that would have been really hard, especially when you're not hitting from the outside. A couple threes in and out, John, that just didn't fall. But had those fallen, a completely different story.
Yeah.
Oh, a completely different story. Justinia Johnson, one of the big ones that we saw quite earlier, goes in and out. If she makes that, it's a totally different game.
So what's happening right now, the varsity and the JV have switched. So varsity obviously is done now. JV is going to warm up and play their game. So we'll have that for you here on Channel 19. Johnny Hallwood's going to have the call for you here. And reminder that the boys' game against Woodbury is going to follow the same schedule as today's girls' game. So 4 o'clock Woodbury, varsity only here on Channel 19. We'll have the call for you here on Channel 19 and on YouTube. Should be a really, really good game for the boys as they gear up for what will be a very, very big game on Thursday against Haddonfield.
Yeah, that's the big one for the boys, and it's going to be exciting. You don't have the group playoffs, but to have a one-game winner win the conference is really going to be a neat thing.
So we'll get off to a quick break. The girls lose this one 29-22. I believe was the final.
29-20.
29-20. We'll take that one too. That's why Johnny Hallwood's there to pick me up. We'll get off to a quick break. Johnny Hallwood's going to have the call for the JV game. We'll be back right after this.
And welcome everyone to Channel 19. As Channel 19 presents JV basketball here as the Sterling Lady Knights take on Haddon Township Hawks. Again, this is the JV game. Varsity game came out first. Sterling lost that one just by 9 points. A very close game overall for Sterling. As Township will also start this one off. Again, this is the JV game. Varsity was the first game to play. And again, Sterling lost that one just by 9. Unfortunate for them as Township takes an open 3. Abby takes that one for a 3. Red now is going to shoot her own 3. Doesn't get that one. Logan able to get the rebound. Shoots that one up. Unable to get that one to go down. And still on the ground is going to be a foul against Sterling. That's going to be on Maddie Klein. First foul for her. First foul for the team. You see the 3 from Township right there. Great 3. Township now. Looking around. A little bad pass. Kat Miller able to get the steal. Gives it to Pelkak. Pelkak unable to get the rebound, and that's going to be a foul against Township. Township's going to be his first foul. Pelkak will get 2 free throws right here, and you see the steal from Miller. Again, that's Abby, her first foul. Pelkak now going to shoot her first free throw. Able to get it. Second one, and unable to go that one in. Sterling seems to have it. Will get the rebound. Miller's going to send this one and give it to Pelkak. Pelkak now has to back to Klein. Red now going to shoot get fouled on. Is going to have 2 free throws. This is going to be Township's second foul already, and you see a farther look from. That's going to be on Ruta. Her first foul, team second. Red's going to take her first shot. And bounces. Unlucky. Unlucky not to get that one to go in. At least she gets her second shot in. Be a 1-point game. And she's able to, now it is a 1-point game as Township's leading this 3-2. Township back with the ball and go in for a drive, and Logan able to get the defensive rebound, and no one really paying attention. A little miscommunication between Red and Klein right there, but Red gives it to Maddie Klein. Red now gives it to Pelkak. Pelkak now gives it to Logan. Some nice passing right there. Logan able to get the basket. Some great passing from Sterling as Township calls their first timeout. You see right there the nice layup from Logan right there. Again, this is JV game. Varsity game came first. So these games switched around. Something you don't usually see. Also, Woodbury is also the next game. That also starts at 4 o'clock. No JV game whatsoever. I'm going to take a look at this highlight right here of the basket. Pelkak able to get around those 2 players and give it to Logan, and able to make that basket. Again, this is going to be Township's ball. Start off the timeout. Sterling right now leading this by just one after that Logan basket. Township looking for something. Logan able to get the steal. Sterling so far doing a great job defensively. Miller's going to give it to a wide open Pelkak, able to get the two. Good job from Miller right there to give it to wide open Pelkak, and Pelkak, what a great finish from her. Township, Chicago Pelkak doing a great job defensively, and that's going to be a double dribble right there. And you're going to see Miller's pass to Pelkak, and good job from Miller, able to give the pass. Miller, nice finish too. Also, Pelkak was right there on the defense, forcing the player to double dribble. Miller going for a three, feels like it. Unable to go in, and Logan takes down one of Township's players. He's trying to save it. You can see right here, unable to. And it's going to be a foul on Logan too, so her first, second one for the team. Township now just going to pass this one around, looking for someone wide open. Able to get someone wide open was Mulligan right there on number 10, Mulligan. She gets a nice easy layup for Township. Now back to a 1-point game. Red going up, able to get the two. Township now just looking for someone. Pelkak gets the, I thought it hit off Pelkak, just Pelkak alone, but I guess it hit off Mulligan. You see right there, Reds two, a driving two, and Sterling back with the ball. Miller gives it to Pelkak. Pelkak keeps it in. Red now with it, and back to Miller. Getting a good job offensively so far, and see Red going up for the basket, gonna get a foul and go to the free throw line, as that's gonna be Township's third foul. You're gonna see right here with Pelkak. Pelkak's gonna give this one to Red, and you see right there, foul was committed, and Red's gonna make the able to make the first one. This is the second. Township now on a little bit of a fast break, but slows it down. Township still looking. Mulligan now going to shoot a three. Just off. Miller now with it. Able to get the rebound, defensive rebound. It's going to give this one to Klein. Klein's going to take a shot, and she's going to get into the free throw line as she was fouled. So that's going to be Township's fourth foul already. And Township's already looking to be in some in a dangerous situation for bonuses for Sterling. Klein's going to make her first shot as Township makes a substitution. Klein now is going to try to make her second shot, just misses it, and that's going to be Township's ball again. Sterling leading this 9-5 now. Township just going to pass this one around, try to find that open look. Logan able to get the tip off, and Miller able to get the official steal as she tries to pass it to Klein, and Miller puts a little too much power to that pass for Klein. You're going to see right here, right in your front living room. You're going to see the pass. Klein not able to get it. Just a little too much power for her. But Klein was on a breakaway. Township now going to take a shot, unable to. Pelkak now with it. Pelkak is going to hold this one up and give it to Klein. Miller's going to give this one to Pelkak. Pelkak keeps this one in. Going to shoot it, unable to. Logan get the rebound. Doesn't make that one go in. Pelkak gets the rebound, doesn't get that one in. Miller going to try and get that one away. Able to, but it's going to be Township's ball right there, and you see Sterling fighting. You see the what a great job defensively for Miller. And Red able to intercept that pass. What a great steal from Red. You see a lot from her on that defensive side. Tries to take a shot, unable to. Klein now unable to take the shot. Klein now with it. Miller. They're going to take a shot, gets the foul, and that's going to be Township's 5th foul. And Miller is going to go to the free throw line. As Moronsky commits the first foul, again, team's 5th. Miller makes the first shot. As Sterling makes a pair of substitutions. Miller going to take second shot, goes in and out. Pelkak able to get the rebound, gets her own rebound, and Pelkak gets that one in. And now Township, with just 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Sterling leading this 12-9. Township's going to try to hold this one for the final shot. Big long three. Misses that one. Sullivan able to get that, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. As Sterling leading this 12-5 over Township. We'll be right back for second quarter action.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
And welcome back. Just a little bit before second quarter action is Sterling leading this 12-5 over Township. And you see right there, Chris Jones doing a great job for Sterling's JV team. Again, this is the JV game, varsity game started first. So Sterling will start this second quarter off with the ball. And Sterling starting off with a little bit, just keeping one player the same of the lineup. Miller Baker, Quinn, Ott, and Sims in the starting lineup for the second quarter. Miller again, the only one that stayed the same from the first now into the second, and that's going to be a foul against Sterling. No, a foul against Township, I think. So they're sixth. That's against Mulligan. Baker now trying to give it to Ott, and now that's going to be a foul against Sterling. And that is on Baker. Baker's first foul, team's third. Sterling doing a great job trying to limit down those fouls, doing a great job defensively though, still only letting Township get to 5, and as soon as I say that, Township scores a basket. And I jinxed that one, guys. I will admit, I probably jinxed that one. Baker tries to keep that one in, and that's going to be a backcourt violation right there. You see some nice passing from Township, and it's just a nice shot, able to get Sporty, able to get the rebound and gets the 2. Mulligan now with it, trying to find someone open, takes a shot. Miller able to get the rebound of it. They're going to slow this one down. Has Sims wide open. You know her ability of her shooting ability. Miller trips down on her own feet, I think. And it's going to be Township's ball. Again, you see right there one of her new camera angles. Out of 10 of them. And Mulligan tries to go for a 3. Sims gets the rebound, and Miller will take this one back. Quinn. Ott. Baker now going up for it, unable to get the 2, and Miller tries to get the steal, unable to, and that's going to be Township's ball. You see Ott try to take the shot, and just a good job from Miller not to get a foul right there either. Township now still behind Sterling. There's a 3, goes in. That's Mulligan. I mean, that's not Mulligan. That's the Ram getting the 3. Miller gives it to Quinn. Sims. And Sterling's lead now, just leading this just by 2 now. It's that 3 by Ram really took Sterling's lead down. Quinn now, spin move, and a nice layup for Quinn right there. Okay. Township still trailing. I believe hasn't taken the lead of this game yet. Sterling's playing some tough defense. Miller able to get a block down on that shot. Township, and that was Roski able to get the 2, and now it's just back again to a 2-point lead for Sterling. Quinn now going to give this one to Miller. Miller's going to give this Sims. Ott now going to take a floater, unable to. Gets her own rebound. This is that one. Gets her own another rebound, tries to give it to Baker, and Township able to get it, and that's going to be a foul. And a little good sportsmanship from Township. Sims gets knocked down. That's going to be It's Township's 7th foul, and that's on Kozarski. That should be Township's 7th foul. Because I did read out, oh, there it is. There's the 7th foul coming in. Either way, Logan looked like it hit the top. Refs don't call it. It's going to be a jump ball in favor of Township. See right there, there's the shot. Red tries to shoot it up, unable to, and against Sterling right now, anytime now, Township fouls, it's going to be a one-on-one. Township now just looking, trying to find an open look. Again, Sterling's defense really holding out strong. And Logan able to get the block right there, and Township's going to make a substitution. And you see right here, good job from Logan just getting all ball. And this could come back to bite him as Red gets the steal. Red's going to go for the layup, and Red able to get the layup. Yes, what a great job. Good job for Red in general, able to get the steal and the layup. Brings the team lead up to 4 now. Pelkak now able to get the steal. Could set it up to Red or Klein. Gonna give this one back to Red. Red's gonna shoot a 3 off the rim. And ball's bouncing all around. Logan just hits it down. Logan tries to go for a jump ball at least, and some sloppiness from Township right now. Sterling able to make Township some big mistakes, and that's going to be a foul against Sterling, as that's going to be going to the free throw. You see right there, Red able to get the pass and able to get the 2, and that's going to be Red's first foul, team's 4th, and Mulligan on the free throw line, able to make the first one. She's going to make a second, and she is. So Mulligan gets those 2 free throws to go down, as just about 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining left of the second quarter. Sterling leading this 16-14. This is the JV game, by the way. Varsity game was played earlier. Times were switched. Pelkak able to get the pass and gets the layup. Just a good job, good awareness from Pelkak, able to get that. Township just, again, trying to find that open look. Red playing some quite aggressive defense. Going to be a 3, unable to. Pelkak now with the rebound. Pelkak's just going to hold this one up, give it to Klein now. Klein, Red now just open, goes for a 3 and drains that one. Red able to drain that 3 as Township takes the timeout. You're going to see right here, Red's just wide open with space right there. And you see right there, Red, the one that made the 3, and it's going to be a full timeout from the Hawks, Township Hawks. Against Sterling right now leading this 21-14 in the second quarter, and not to mention Township is in some foul trouble here also with 7. You're gonna see right here, you're gonna follow us at Sterling TV on Twitter. You see tons of highlights around the castle, what's going on, and also not to mention upcoming events. Again, prom is still happening, what I've heard so far, so get to hear all stuff what they're going to be doing with prom. And what I think I heard from our student director, Andrew Kane, is that they're going to film it. Promenade, that's what they're going to call it. Interesting name. And it's going to be a foul against Sterling. That's going to be their 5th, and that's going to be on Pelkak, her 1st. Promenade. That's a word. That's a word I would never think I would ever hear. Just because I never think to ever use it. Anyway, Township loses the ball as Sterling able to gain back possession. Now just under a minute. Klein now with it. Sterling right now just going to try and maybe take the final shot. Maybe if they find a clear open shot, they'll just take it. Klein going to give it to Pelkak. Miller trying to give it to Pelkak, unable to, and now Township with 30 seconds left. Pelkak now tries to keep that one alive, gives it back to the wrong team. And there's going to be a foul right there. Foul right there. Rota able to get the 2 and the free throw. And that's going to be on Logan. And apparently now Sterling has 24 fouls, but I think that's the wrong thing. That should be their 5th or 6th foul. That's going to be their 6th. As Pelkak is going to try and give this one to Pelkak, unable to, was going to give it to Miller. 16 seconds now left for Township, able to take the final shot of this first half. Mulligan now with it. Abby's going to take a 3, almost goes in, and Sterling will just hold this one up, and that's going to do it for the second quarter as Sterling's going to lead this 21-16 over Haddon Township. We'll be right back for second half action and the third quarter.
Oh my God, what a loser. He's so annoying.
Looking at the story, you'll know by the story the first few lines. We're talking about that paragraph again in the story.
You know what? I'm done. That's it, teach. I quit. I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna stay in school.
Why are you such a loser? Why am I such a loser? No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
Back for just And welcome back for just a little ahead of second half action as Sterling's leading this 21-16. We're going to take a look at some Sterling baskets that were made here, and you're going to see Quinn going to give this one off. And Quinn again with nice back-to-back passing from Miller to Quinn. And Miller's going to give this one to Logan, and Logan unable to get the pass. Pelkak able to get that too. And you're going to see Red able to get the steal on. What a great job defensively and offensively. Get the steal, get the bucket too. And you're going to see Red get the three right here on the first three for Sterling in this game. And I'm John Hall, and just announcing the game for you for this JV game. Seats right here. Sterling right now leading this 21-16. Sterling doing a good job defensively, holding back Township, and anytime Township scores, Sterling quickly comes back with an answer. And you see right there, Chris Jones trying to get a third straight win right here. And you see actually Sterling's going to throw this, start with the game ball. Okay. And we're going to have a special guest right here. Tatiana Johnson will be joining us for the second half action. So, you just came from the varsity game, of course.
Yeah.
And Sean Clank also joining us. So, what has Tatiana Johnson? What has Sterling's JV team been doing right so far?
I think so far they've been pushing the ball really well, and their defense has literally been superb. Like they've all been attacking the basket really well, and just like you can see, they're really running the floor and seeing each other. They've been playing off of each other really well, and that's what's led to this score.
And again, great. It's great to see your teammates do well, of course, and you see right there, Sterling able to get the basket, and
That's Brianna Red with 2 points there, and she's going to the foul line. Brianna, I believe, had 7 points in the first half. So they have, so Brianna's going to finish the play. But it's interesting, now Tatiana, how hard is it to stay in the flow of a game when there's so many substitutions like down at the JV game? There's so many kids coming in and out. How hard is it to stay in the flow when you're somebody on the bench coming in and playing 4 or 5 minutes?
I think it's really all just nerves. So most likely you're coming off the bench and you're expecting, you really want to do good. So you're trying to do everything you possibly can in those 5-6 minutes that you're in, when you should really just be trying to do the little things right, which I think Raina on varsity, she really does that very well. And Bree's a starter down here, but when she's on varsity, she does that as well. And you see here, like, they're really pushing the ball very well. So I just think that's what's making this JV team very successful.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have one of the more athletic JV teams from top to bottom that I've seen so far this year. From player 1 to player 15.
Every player gives it their all and never really back down of a challenge. Again, Red's just one of those players able to see the ball, get the ball, and you see right there Pelkak able to get the steal, and Klein is going to slow this one down.
I think they're doing a good job of speeding up the game, especially against a team that likes to slow it down so much.
Yeah, how frustrating was that at the varsity level when you see? I know historically, Coach Mulligan kind of takes the air out of the ball a little bit. So how frustrating is it to play in a game like that?
I mean, I can't really describe how hard it is to do so much on defense, just to get back on offense, probably get a shot or two up, and then end up on defense for another 3-4 minutes. That last quarter, we're literally playing defense the whole time. They held it the entire time.
Yeah. Haddon Township puts up
and able to get the 2 points right there and a foul. That's going to come up right here.
Yeah, they had there was a shot up there and a rebound by Josie Ruda, who made the basket. Now she's got the foul call. And if you watch in the second half here, the 2 referees actually left. So who you're seeing right now is
Jason Shivers.
Jason Shivers, who's coaching here at Sterling. He's our JV basketball coach. And you also see the head coach from Haddon Township is Tom Mulligan, who's also a referee on the sides. So so they're actually taking over the reins here in the second half, and it's very good for them because this game was actually switched. So when this game was actually switched, we had a hard time getting referees, and they graciously volunteered to referee the second half, so the girls have more playing time and more action.
Do we actually know why they switched?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm on a need-to-know basis. I wasn't on that decision-making process. So there's Josie Ruder going to the line. Haddon Township had a hard time getting referees. So that's where the switch came over. We had some to get here. Ruder with a missing foul shot here. According to the stats there, Ruder had a 0 point per game average.
But that's for varsity.
Oh, okay.
Varsity points. Don't worry.
As I said, that was coming out. Oh, nice pass by Kat Miller, trying to feed Ariel Logan, who looks like the ball had been deflected. So Kat on the drive here, draws the defense and leaves Ariel open and kind of caught her a little flat-footed. I think Ariel was looking for getting the rebound.
Pelkak tries able to shoot it, but unable to get that one to go in, and that's going to be Sterling ball, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Maddie Moronsky for Haddon Township.
And you saw during that first half that Township committed a lot of fouls and led to Sterling into the bonus. Of course, after that, they really didn't foul after they got into the foul bonus, of course, but...
Yeah, it might be a little bit awkward having your head basketball coach calling fouls on you in a JV basketball game.
Yeah, it might be a little different. Miller's going to throw this one in and going to give it to Klein. Takes a little deflection, but nice idea, though.
Yeah, Maddie was cutting to the basket, but a nice recovery by Haddon Township to play some defense there. So right now, this is Kara Mulligan. It's actually the youngest daughter, I believe, of Coach Tom Mulligan. He has an older daughter who plays on varsity. And he also has a son who plays on Haddon Township's varsity, who unfortunately hit a game-winning shot against Sterling the other night, even though it was a proud papa moment for him. It kind of put a little damper on our season, a temporary damper on our season for our boys team.
Again, the boys team plays tomorrow at 4 against Woodbury. No JV game, of course.
Yeah. And then the big game is actually going to be on Thursday against
Haddonfield. So whoever wins that game is going to clinch the division.
Well, we clinched the tie, so we're just trying to look to win it outright because nobody wants. Oh, a nice shot by J.C. Ruda. You know, you never want to share a title. You want to come out and always win it outright. So Tatiana was on shared in a championship team back in her sophomore year, I believe, correct? So Tatiana was on a championship team back as a sophomore. You want to talk a little bit about that, Tot? And any memories?
That season was really lively, to say the least. We were really on a streak that year, and it was definitely my favorite season of all the seasons I've played, just because it definitely sucked getting to the semifinals and losing to Middle Township, but the season in general was just such a great year, and our coach Kylie. She was a really great coach, and we learned a lot that year, and it was just good to play every year and see the growth. And this year, having a young team, it has been a little hard, but we've been doing our best.
Yeah, Marina Tolkak and Marine picked up a nice little jump hook for another 2. Sterling's up 28-20 on the Haddon Township field. And also that year, it's interesting because you had actually three sets of sisters on the team. So there was a lot of nice family-oriented camaraderie in that team. That came around because you had the Holloway sisters, of course, you and your sisters, and also the Franklin sisters.
Yeah, I remember vividly seeing the floor with my 2 sisters and the Holloway sisters, and I think it was going against West Effort, and it's just the chemistry that you have is unmatched. So it's always nice when we can all be on the floor together.
This Township is going to take a free throw. That's Moronsky, Maddie Moronsky over there, freshman. And
that was a foul call on Ariel Logan. I believe that's her 4th. So she's actually going to be replaced here by Layla Solomon and also Megan Cooney coming into the game. So now Megan told me she was a 5th quarter stud back in her Magnolia days. Is that correct there, Todd?
Yeah, I remember she's definitely gotten so much better this year. That's a good push up to the floor.
Yeah, good push up. Good look by Maddie trying to find
Miller.
Yeah, that's something I've been saying. This team does so well. The JV squad, they've just been doing so good, pushing the ball up the floor and quickening up the tempo.
Yeah, they definitely get into transition very easily. So when they pick up the ball, they're very active on defense, and then their transition from defense to offense is pretty impressive.
Yeah, Kat Miller, I see her everywhere. She has the great passes. She's always up and down the floor.
Again, you see right now, Township's going to slow this one up and try to find an open look. They do get the open look. Marsh able to get the layup.
Yeah, nice play by March there. Taking a baseline and putting the ball up in. So. How difficult was it this year to adjusting to a whole new coaching staff coming in top?
We definitely had a good connection with Kate and Tim, but it definitely just on the floor, you know, having almost all new starters. All new starters and
a basket here by Moronsky. I'm sorry.
No,
so she
okay.
comes to the baseline, puts it up, gets a rebound here, and puts it back up. I believe that foul is on Cooney.
Cooney, yeah, her first. Team's third.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. It's such a untraditional year because you really didn't have the preseason and scrimmages and everything else. So to adjust to a new coach in this type of season is really tough to do. Even though Coach Kate has plenty of experience and knew a lot of the girls heading into the season.
Klein able to get that nice, good jumper.
Nice job by Klein taking the baseline and putting the ball up.
Yeah, she's really small, but she's super aggressive, and she always knows how to get to the basket.
And Sterling gonna be leading this 32-25. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action right after this. And welcome back for fourth quarter action as Sterling leading this back 32-25. I'm John Hallwood and Sean Clank right beside me, and you see right there the new angle for us.
Angle. Yeah.
10 cameras in total.
Yeah, the floor angle. Very nice job. And I will say, our Channel 19 staff and production gets great feedback from all around South Jersey. So, it's amazing. I was talking to Coach Mulligan earlier, and his son had hit a real good shot. Had a real good shot at the end of the Sterling Haddon Township game, and he was saying he was a little disappointed that what didn't happen here at the game because they would have had 10 different angles and had a real nice close-up. So we do a real nice job.
Again, of course, Channel 19 got upgraded. We went, I believe, fully digital.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% digital now instead of going analog. We're now high def.
Yes. Before even our production values are pretty high. You could just tell when you switch to certain cameras, it kind of had like an 80s feel to it. It's almost like a little nostalgia feel in the past. Now it's all high definition. Looks very good. So Sterling on the floor here actually has a little lineup change here. So you're seeing a lineup of 4 freshmen and a sophomore right now. As we have Jordan Baker and Erin Quinn and Morgan Sims, Caitlin Ott and Layla Solomon in the game.
Baker,
4 freshmen.
Baker able to get the steal, but right now didn't quite grab the ball, and it's still going to be Sterling ball.
Yeah, looks like Sterling ball here, and see if we can bring it up. And get into a little bit of a flow offensively. That's what I was talking about with Tatiana earlier. I'm not sure how tough it is to stay in that flow and stay in and execute when you have so many different players coming on the floor all the time.
And during that first quarter of the varsity game, Sterling, neither team subbed out a player really until like near the end of the first quarter and to the start of the second quarter.
A foul in Haddon Township. That was a foul on number 33. That was Delaney Marsh fouling Sims.
And Ott's going to get that one, and it's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, going up with the shot. She's going to get 2 shots. There's a foul there on Alexis Bordy as Ott took the ball, cutting down the lane on the inbounds pass and got fouled.
Unable to make her first free throw.
Yeah, Caitlin, just a freshman. She's a multi-sport athlete. She played soccer in the fall, and I believe she's playing softball in the spring. She makes 1 for 2 at the line.
And right now, Sterling's just got to hold on to this lead. Again, I just keep going back to the RV game for the Sterling JV team. Third quarter, they were up pretty high, and then RV in the fourth quarter slowly picking their lead down. And it almost ended badly for Sterling. It almost went into OT. Luckily, it didn't happen for them, and Sterling able to got it away with, I believe, a 2-point victory.
Yeah, that's great experience for the younger players as Morgan Sims drives to the basket. Oh, a lot of contact, no foul there. Morgan Sims is just a freshman, but if you talk to Coach McDonald, I mean, she'll say that she's probably the best shooter in the program as far as shooting from the outside.
We've seen her shoot out some really nice threes. She's also does well inside the perimeter, and just a talented freshman you just got to keep an eye on for the future.
Yeah, very solid, and she's going to have a bright future here on the basketball court.
And that's going to be Township. Sterling's going to make a substitution. Baker comes off as Cooney comes back in.
Yeah, Cooney comes in. Here's Baker. Sterling very active in a 2-3 defense here. There's a long shot put up by Lorem off the rim and goes out of bounds. Not sure if that's the shot that Haddon Township was looking for.
Probably want that one back.
Yeah, it looked like I don't know if Coach McNamara was, likes the shot from 25 feet away at the freshman level. I mean, excuse me, at the JV level.
Cooney
goes right down the lane.
And it's going to get fouled.
Yeah. Megan's very aggressive here. See the defense overplay. She sees the opening and takes it right to the basket.
And that's going to be on Kozarowski as Cooney misses her first shot.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan off with the first foul shot. She's probably kicking herself for not finishing the layup. So Megan's usually pretty hard on herself with those things. She misses second, and Haddon Township pushes the ball up. Well, nice steal by Kate Ott.
Sometimes they can just read it out of nowhere. It's really amazing because sometimes you just see one player open and then poof, it's been taken away from, and Cooney's going to take a 3 just off. Sim's going to try and save this one, falls down. Ott now tries to take the shot, goes over, and it's going to be Sterling ball.
Yeah, nice action here by Sterling. First you get the shot by Cooney was off, and watch Morgan Sims really hustling, and Caitlin Ott right on Johnny on the spot picks the ball up, and just goes. Ball is partially deflected and went over top of the net. As Caitlin drives to the basket and draws another foul. So as you see the replay here, As Caitlin not coming down the basket, and the ball is deflected there by Haddon Township. As Caitlin goes to the line for 2.
And we talked about this, and now Township now in some foul trouble. Their 7th foul. Now Sterling gets the bonus.
Yeah, from every foul from now on, it's going to be a one-on-one. Which Caitlin misses 2. Sterling's now missed their last 4 free throws here.
Hey, good job from Solomon, able to take away the ball. Slows down Township a bit.
That's going to be something that Coach Jones is on to harp on tomorrow practice, missing the free throws.
And that has been Sterling's weakness, is just missing the free throws in close games. And that's what most close games come down to. Who can make the most free throws? Is Cooney able to steal that one? Cooney now on a...
Yeah, nice defense by Megan. Comes down short rims the layup. And now we got a jump ball. It's going to be white ball. Let's see what play Mr. Coach Jones calls here to get the ball. Usually they try to do a short corner and they get the basket in. Nice turnaround by Caitlin Ott. Ball was deflected and went out of bounds.
And Township's going to make a substitution.
In the game comes Abby Gatavi. Forgive me for the pronunciation. Comes down as Ott has the ball. Gets it back out to Solomon.
Solomon gets the ball taken away, and this is going to be back to Township.
Yeah, loses the hand of the ball, gets out of bounds. So as Sterling down here still playing the, looks like they're still playing a 2-3 defense, but Aaron Krim is hawking the ball there from both sides of the court. So the, do you want to give a shout out to some of the cameramen here, John, that the folks know home? Good steal by Lady Solomon.
Solomon, yeah.
Coming down with the left-hand layup.
Nice,
puts it in.
Nice layup, and again, that's what Sterling's able to do. They're able to see the pass coming, able to get the steal, and get the nice layup.
Well, nice controlled there. A lot of times when you get the steal and you have a breakaway, you go in a little out of control, but Layla really got herself under control and put up the left-hand layup. So
those are usually the most thought-out plays, usually, because you have so much time to think about taking your shot.
Well, she comes down, and again, usually the left-hand layup, she takes her time and realizes there's nobody's around and puts the ball up and scores. So
Cooney now Sims. Sims I thought she was going to go for a 3 there, but decides otherwise, and it's going to be back to Township with 2 minutes and 19 to go in this 4th quarter. Sterling leading this just by 10 now.
Yeah, 35-25, doing a nice job playing defense and not letting Haddon Township get in too much of an offensive rhythm here.
Not letting, like you said, like Township getting any offensive momentum back. Cooney now able to, good job defensively to knock the ball out of Township's hands.
Yeah, she's very, Megan's very active. She's kind of like flypaper out there playing defense. You know, she sticks to the girl and really creates havoc out there.
Reminds me a lot of Jasmine Johnson. Jasmine Johnson, a very good defensive player.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. They're very active and they're very, and like I said, it's the kind of player you don't want to really play against, but the kind of person you want on your team all the time because they always seem to be always seem to be around the ball and creating havoc for the other team, especially on the defensive end. And a lot of times that translates into not necessarily a steal on the ball, but you
can lead into mistakes for your opponent.
Yeah, it creates poor passes and poor passing angles for the other team. Sterling is going to bring in some wholesale changes here. Into the game, we have Kate McVeigh, Rachel McCann, Ayanna Brown, and Aaliyah Herman coming into the game.
And that's likely going to be for the rest of the game that they're going to come in for. You see Township going to take a nice jumper, doesn't go in, and Brown trying to get it. McVeigh tries to get able to keep it in. No, she doesn't. It's going to still be Township's ball, though, as Township's going to make.
And Haddon Township brings in wholesale changes here. As Price, Bordy, Kazarski, and I believe there's one more. Mr. Number just came in. So do you want to give the cameraman a little shout out here, John, in the last few moments? Yeah, the student director, yes. Yeah?
I usually say that towards the end.
So, so it looks like we have Mariah Rivera on one of the cameras. I believe it was Sheree.
Yep.
On one of the cameras.
Right
Sheree
there.
Coffey.
And Nick.
And Nick Rattano on the other camera. And then Andrew Kane in the truck doing the productions, graphics. And Connor Strauss.
Mr. K on the replay this time, letting,
yes.
Of course, Andrew Kane doing the directing this time. And what a great job from Andrew Kane. Always here to help us out. Always solving out our tech issues, too, around Channel 19. Very big help. And not to mention Chris.
and Chris Bordash.
As that's going to end it right here for the fourth quarter. Sterling is going to win this 35-25. Great job offensively and defensively for Sterling. Sterling, again, able to get some steals, create some offense, and really never let go. And I'd like to thank Channel 19, Mr. K, Andrew Kane, for both directing the varsity and JV game. Channel 9, like I said, Channel 19. I'm John Hallwood. Wait, Sean Clank. I'm John Hallwood. And good night.
Good night. Good day.